Geek Life presents.
What's up, and welcome to the Week in Geek. It's your boy Kool-Aid. This is the homie Rich.
What's up?
And we're here with the top 10 in comic book trends. But first,
guys, continue to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's continue to talk about all this wonderful geek life stuff that's been going on. What a time to be a geek.
yes, I'm about to change focus because I'd like to show off my new gauntlet, the Iron Man. And guess what, son? I can wear it.
That's dope. This is sick. So I see you can even do the snap with it. Is that right?
I can do the snap with it.
Ah, yeah.
Have you ever done the New Year's thing where you set your time right on time? Just
I've seen it online, but I haven't done it. No.
I did it this year.
Yeah?
It didn't happen. I don't know if my time was off. I don't know what the problem, man. I was just really upset about this.
I've seen it online, and the people who do it, like, time it well. It looks really cool.
I'm going to have to rework on this. Maybe it's just me and my ADHD. I don't know.
Keep at it.
Oh, and okay. So I sat down and watched Boba Fett.
Yes.
I watched 2 episodes.
2 episodes. So I know you've been struggling with it because you're not feeling it.
I'm still not feeling it.
But I think you got to give it a chance.
Like, I feel like as a geek, I have to give it a shot.
Yeah, absolutely. Like that show. I will say this, and tell me if you guys agree or disagree. I feel like that show is having like a real identity crisis right now.
Why you say that?
Because it feels like Mandalorian season 3.
Oh, okay. I like Mandalorian.
I love Mandalorian.
But like Mandalorian was good from the beginning to me.
Yeah, I agree.
And then Chrysanthemum, or whatever the guy's name is, like, I didn't see what the hype was, right? Why the book just blew up like that.
Well, because he was finally in the show. He looked dope in the show, but I feel you. The hype of what everybody thought this character was going to do in the show, he really didn't do.
He really walked up, looked tough, and walked away.
Right.
So?
But it's like you always say, if a fly farts,
the market moves. And Star Wars has crazily affected the market this week.
Yeah, Star Wars is off the chain in terms of like just books skyrocketing because of announcements. It's
hints and things and flies farting everywhere.
They're farting all over the galaxy.
Well, let's check this out. This number 10 blew my mind. Like, it came out of nowhere. This was sitting back in like my pass boxes, like forever, like collecting dust. And all of a sudden it's sold. And I wondering why.
Yeah.
But apparently number 10 is Dead Day, number 1.
Okay.
And it's going to be a show on Peacock. So apparently this is a show where like once a year, the dead come back. They kick it with their loved ones, they party, but also some want to settle the score. Oh. Which kind of sounds kind of dope.
Yeah, it kind of does,
But being from Texas, it sounds like...
Dia de los Muertos.
Okay, see, I like how he said it. Now explain what that... Do you understand what that is?
Well, it's a Day of the Dead. It's a Mexican holiday. And it's... In the tradition, in the culture, it's when they honor their loved ones, their dead. But
I remember watching that cartoon, and like... Isn't that the day they're supposed to come back that night?
Right. So it's more them honoring their dead and they celebrate the dead.
Okay, so but this is like that times 20.
Yeah, because you're actually chilling with them.
And Peacock actually has been coming up with some dope stuff, so I'm actually excited to watch this.
Okay.
So we'll see what happens.
Alright guys, so today's number 9 is a book that just came out. It's Amazing Spider-Man number 88, and this is the first appearance of the Queen Goblin.
This book is already, just came out, going for $25 strong.
Yeah.
But everybody's hyping this Queen Goblin.
It's a dope cover. I've seen a couple of the covers, and it's a dope cover, but I mean, anytime a new character comes out now, there's like all this hype for it, and it doesn't always live up to the hype.
I still have like, last year they said that the anti-Superman was coming, and this new character.
You and that anti-Superman.
And guess how many copies I sold?
0.
None. I still got all of them. You want to holler at me, want to buy one for $1, I'll give it to you.
Like, I kind of feel like the same thing with Punchline.
Yeah.
Like, she was super hype, then she came out, and it was like, eh.
And then there's that new character, I'm saying, who just came out from... Then she had her own like little series for like a day.
Who? Oh, the new Wonder Woman?
No? It's the new Batman anti-hero. See, this is how bad it is. She was hot for like 2 seconds, and then she was not. Who do y'all think is an overhyped first appearance? And how many goblins are they going to have?
Yeah, there's a lot of goblins.
Maybe we need to do a whole top 10 on overhyped first appearances.
I like it.
See? Stay tuned. All right, number 8 on the list is DC Celebration of Heroes. This is the Asian celebration.
Okay.
And this is hot because of the Monkey Prince.
Yeah, this is a character that you and I are both kind of we're keeping our eyes on.
I like him.
We feel like there's potential for this character to blow up.
But in Asian culture, this has been around forever.
Forever, yeah.
Like there's movies and all kinds of stuff. You look up, I'm saying the Monkey Prince. There's all kinds of movies already.
Oh, yeah.
But this is him in the DC universe. Mm-hmm. And his first solo book just came out.
Yeah.
I didn't get the variant I wanted. There was an all red variant.
Okay.
It was hard to get my hands on. I couldn't get it.
So what is the hype with these characters right now? I mean, I know why you and I like this character, but what's pushing the sales for that book?
Well, I believe that the Asian market is untapped resources, right? And I think that if you can get your hands on some of these characters right now, when they blow up in Asia, you're at the bottom line. You're right there. It's like picking up Giant Size X-Men in the beginning.
Yeah, definitely.
To think about Agents of Atlas, that book is huge. I can never keep that in stock.
Yeah.
But everybody's betting on the TV show overseas and the video game.
Nice.
So I think this is one of those characters that it's going to make us hit somewhere. We just got to wait and see.
Yeah, so tell us what you guys think about Monkey Prince. Are you going to go out and get this guy, or are you going to pass?
And remember, he's like the Loki of the DC universe now.
Oh, dope. Alright guys, today's number 7, no surprise here, is Thor number 1 from 2014. This is the first solo title that Jane Foster as Thor got.
Yeah, this is, before it was her cameos, this is her first cover appearance. I'm saying her third cameo, because I think she's only on the last page.
Okay.
But this is hot because there's a rumor that Jane Foster will get her own Disney Plus show.
Oh wow, okay.
But in my mind, who doesn't have a Disney Plus show?
I'm sure there's plenty of people who still don't have one.
I try to hype people up. I need y'all to start a petition for the Hail the Kingz to get a Disney Plus show.
Yeah.
That would be hype, right?
That would be hype.
Like, that would be like the bomb. Like, we would kill it. What would we do?
I don't know.
I'm saying, I want Natalie Portman in it, though.
Yes.
You see how swole she getting?
You just showed me earlier today, like, what is going on?
Like, she is Diesel.
She's Diesel.
Like, so I'm saying, I wonder if she would take my cookies. Because I'd be kind of scared.
Yeah, so we're hyped for the movie. I'm not that hyped for this book because I feel like it's been out for a minute.
This one has up and down. It depends how well she goes over in Thor: Love and Thunder.
Right, it totally does. So if the fans don't like that movie, the value of this book's going to go down.
Straight
so
down.
Don't overspend on this title.
I would buy it now while it's lower, because if it blows up, you're going to be looking at this is going for $35. I can see it hitting $100.
Yeah, for sure it will.
And remember, when I put these prices up there, they're raw because that's what I like to buy, and CGC after. So in this book, I'm saying 9.8, $400 or $500 easy.
Easy.
All right, number 6 on the list is probably going to be a favorite by a lot because you love Suicide Squad, the new one, the James Gunn version.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like portions of it. I love Polka Dot Man, and I love, what was the guy's name? The bus driver saying, "You killed Maurice or Morrison." Or,
I don't remember.
Y'all help me out. This week I feel like I'm forgetting stuff.
But I know they're like, who's that?
Yeah. Like, number 6 is Detective Comics number 585.
Yeah.
This is the first appearance of the rat catcher, but her dad,
Otis.
She has never been in the comic books.
Which is so weird. Like, she has no first appearance, but if you, like, look her up, it says she appears in the comic books.
Right. But she doesn't. And then, but James Gunn, this is his next spinoff.
Ooh, she's gonna get her own show?
Yes.
And I gotta tell you guys, what he's doing with Peacemaker
is cool.
Like, that
is my show. You're talking about Boba Fett.
Like,
watch Peacemaker.
Everybody knows that the MCU has had, like, their legs up on DC movies.
Forever.
Jump, right?
Yeah.
For so long. But right now, guys, even with all the Marvel shows that are out, Disney's killing it with the one show.
HBO Max is killing it with the one show.
Yup.
And I hate to say it, and if you ask me again, if you rewind this, I'm probably not going to say it again, but Peacemaker may have all the Disney Plus shows beat.
Oh, yeah.
I'm saying it is hilarious. It is deep. I'm saying there's depth to it.
It's fun to watch.
It is fun to watch. Just the beginning.
Like, it's one of those shows that, like, you totally enjoy if you're by yourself, but you also want to go out and watch it with your friends.
Right. Then you want to talk about it. Like, I'll be calling Rich and them, I'm saying, the Hail the Kingz at like 2 in the morning. Have you seen this? Have you seen this right now? Now, you got to watch this. You got to watch this. You know what I'm saying? And Rich is not behind. Usually he's like 4 episodes behind doing everything. So for him to be up on this, you know this. And I'm a John Cena hater.
He is.
But John Cena, my bad. I'm saying, I gotta give you your props. You are killing this.
Yep. Alright, guys. Here's another, like, giant-size X-Men type, 1,000 first appearances. Today's number 5 is Star Wars The High Republic Adventures #1. So keep in mind, this is a separate title from the Star Wars High Republic.
I'm going to have to look up, why does IDW get to make these spin-offs and not get sued for copyright infringement?
I don't know. It's crazy, but I kind of like it. It's kind of dope.
It gives it like a different perspective.
Yeah, for sure. And this title is getting a show.
Right. It's getting a cartoon show for kids on Disney+. But the funny part is, everybody has been buying Star Wars High Republic #1, just the regular, the Marvel one. Right? That is up 33%. People are buying that for $40 averages. You can buy Republic Adventures $4 some places, but a high of $10.
Right.
They're buying the wrong book. They're spending way too much money.
It's so weird, but I love it. I love that this book is on the list. You wouldn't think that a title like this would be on the top 10.
Sometimes IDW surprises
but you never understand the market.
Right.
Like, it's just, it's unpredictable sometimes.
Do you remember Yellow Hulk? Saying, put in the comments if you remember Yellow Hulk. Or sometimes IDW came out of nowhere and came out with a hit. They do.
Yeah.
All of a sudden you'd be like, the fly farted, and IDW has a hit. Okay, number 4 on this list is something that I'm even teaching Rich right now. This is New Teen Titans Annual #2. This is the first appearance of Vigilante Adrian Chase. This is the one that we see on
The Peacemaker.
Right. And everybody was mad at first because in the comics, he's this serious anti-hero.
I love that. Like, you know how sometimes, like even we as fans, we complain about things that are not comic book accurate? In this particular situation, I'm glad he's not. Because
he is the opposite of Peacemaker. They both love to kill, but Peacemaker's like, he's all like, oh man, I don't know, my dad is mean to me. And Vigilante is like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah.
we killed 2 people yesterday.
Like, I want to kill with a chainsaw.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He got to kill with a chainsaw. All right. But the thing is, what I find interesting, that Chris Conrad played him first. For 5 episodes.
I literally just learned this. I had no idea.
Right. And so he didn't like the direction of the character, which everybody's loving right now.
Yeah.
So he quit. And then saying Harry Potter and Pitch Perfect dude, I'm saying Freddie Stroma, I'm saying, who is like this buff, blonde.
I don't remember him in Harry Potter.
What do you remember? But like, did you ever watch Pitch Perfect?
I don't remember.
I know. I'm a geek.
That's the singing one, right?
Yeah, and it was really good.
I think I've seen it.
But he was like this, I'm saying, abbed up, I'm saying, pretty boy. But now he's playing this geeky killer.
Yeah.
So big shout out to Freddie. He's killing the part.
Yeah, he really is.
And this book is going to have $35 highs.
Nice.
This used to be, you know what I'm saying, in the garbage pail, the trash can. You know what I'm saying? Dollar bucket.
I want to say I got it in the dollar bin.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? You go dumpster diving at your local comic book store. Boom. You could have found this. Yep. Now, $35, $50.
Yep.
This is what happens. Magic. Thank you, Freddie.
Hey guys, today's number 3 is one that I'm souped about again. Because this is Star Wars Darth Maul #2.
Right. Spoiler alert before we even go on. Like, this is the first appearance of his brother, Cad.
Cad Bane?
Yes.
Okay.
So, everybody's expecting him to show up in Boba Fett. So, I ain't watched it, so I don't know if he shows up or not. All right? But they're imagining him making this big impact.
Yeah.
And so, between him and Dr. Aphra, these books are blowing up.
Yeah, absolutely. This is definitely one that if you could get for an affordable price, I highly recommend you getting.
Right now, it's going for $2.29 raw.
So maybe Maybe not.
So, like, you know, it's tax season. Maybe you put your taxes in and you go ahead and pick this book up. Because I have a lot of Star Wars books and they move. Mm-hmm. And I'm saying, shout out to my boy, you know, saying Dylan over at Comic Vault. He always tells me to pick them up. Between you and him, I'm like, I'm trying to listen. Yeah. But I just can't get into it.
Well, there's just so much. There's so much Star Wars content that it's hard to keep up with everything.
Who knew Darth Maul had a baby brother?
I honestly didn't even know they were brothers.
See? How many different books and comic books and movies? I was on Amazon. There's like 3 different cartoons that we never watched. Huh. Exactly. This is too much. Number 2 on our list is very funny. It's New Avengers number 53. This is when Brother Voodoo becomes the Sorcerer Supreme.
Why is that funny?
Because we were just reading on Twitter that somebody said that he already appeared in the MCU and he died in the first movie.
I could have sworn also that when that book started blowing up, not this book, but his first appearance, was because he was announced to be in the MCU or a TV show.
You know it's Black History Month, right? We all don't look alike.
What?
Because now the dude who was the guy who ran the New York Temple before Doctor Strange.
People think that was him, but that's not him.
The bald guy.
Also, the brother of Brother Voodoo,
right,
was already appeared in the first. Well, in the first Doctor Strange movie, he had already been
killed.
Yeah.
And then you're telling me he was in Luke Cage, but that was Bushmaster.
I made a mistake. And I thought when his first appearance started, remember a few years ago, his first appearance started blowing up.
Because everybody's been saying he's going to be in the MCU.
And he still hasn't?
No. You're supposed to be a collector king. This stuff we got to keep. We do a whole show on it. This is what we're supposed to know.
I forgot.
Well, if you know, if anybody knows, Doctor Strange is dead. For the 10th time. For the 10th time, he's dead. And so,
in comics.
Right.
Because he died in the movies like way more than
that. Like 1,000 times. So... But I'm not going to spoil it. Get the book. It's really good. It's in a series. And so, but one thing in the ending, spoiler alert, there's a team of Sorcerer Supremes who show up. And Dr. Voodoo is one of them. Okay. Brother Voodoo. So I'm messing it up now. So he's come hot. You can buy his first appearance, right, as the Sorcerer Supreme for $20. Okay. Now his first appearance is way more than that.
Yeah, it's way more. Yeah.
Yes.
That's been a hot book for a minute.
Hot book. Yeah. Because they also believe that when Benedict Cumberbatch's contract is up, it's either going to be between Clea and Brother Voodoo, who becomes the next Sorcerer Supreme in MCU.
Now, could we have a Clea without him? Without Doctor Strange?
Well, let's check out number 1 and we'll talk about that. Okay. All right, before we hit number 1, I want you to go ahead and like, subscribe, and hit any notifications so you can hear us talk noise about comics on a regular basis.
Right. And go ahead and follow us on Instagram. And also go to geeklifecomics.com and check out all these books that we talk about all the time.
We got mad stuff. And hey, the 18th, we're going to be on Whatnot.
Bada bing.
Bada bing.
So let's talk about our number 1 this week.
All right.
All right. So number 1, Strange Tales number 126. Okay. And this is the first appearance of Dormammu. But not just that. It's also the first appearance of Clea.
And Clea often gets overshadowed because Dormammu is such this big character.
And I think it's also because she's not named in this issue.
Right. I'm saying, but we all know that is saying Doctor Strange's future boo. Mm-hmm. And his boo is supposed to show up also in saying the Multiverse of Madness.
And the new title that's coming out, Strange, she is supposed to take over, right?
She's a new Sorceress Supreme.
Yeah. So interesting stuff are going to happen with this character. I'm interested to see what direction Marvel is going to take with her.
Hey, if you have not put Strange on your pull list, pick it up. Because I think this is going to blow up.
That Art Germ variant is dope.
It is crazy. Yeah. Right? And the rumor is Charlize Theron is going to play her in the Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah, we'll see if that happens.
There's so many people in the Multiverse of Madness, though.
Yeah, I wonder if that movie is going to become convoluted.
I don't know. They won me over with SpiderMan.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I can believe it. When you look at Endgame and SpiderMan, I'm having a little bit more faith.
So here's the thing. Here's my opinion on this, and this is just my opinion, guys. Tell me what you think, right? So the reason why Far From Home is so successful is because the emotional attachment that we as an audience have to those characters, right? And so ever since that happened, we've heard rumors from both Marvel and DC wanting to like tap into their former properties and put them into their new properties, right? But my thing is so like let's take the Hulk for example.
Okay.
If you see Eric Bana come back, if you see Edward Norton come back, it's not the same emotional tie to them as characters as there is to Toby and Andrew.
I don't know. I think Norton. There was some love for Norton. Now
there's love for Norton as an actor, but when it comes to comic book movies and the success of comic book movies, I don't think any other characters can touch Toby and Andrew that they could like come back and bring back into these movies. Like outside of maybe Hugh Jackman as Wolverine,
Wesley Snipes
as Blade, but you think they'll do that in the multiverse?
But think about it. They don't have to play a big part.
No.
They just have to show up.
Right. But I just don't like it when and this is a Hollywood thing, something good happens and they want to capitalize on it over and over and over again.
I say the same thing when it comes to variants. When you got a hot book and I don't mind a couple variants, but when you have 64, it waters down a hot book.
It does.
But what I'm going to say for Marvel is that when they put something somewhere, there's a reason. Okay. So if Ghost Rider just rides through the Multiverse of Madness, doesn't even really do anything, but we see him, and he shows up later on, it's going to make a difference.
I agree.
So sometimes it's just to get us to visually excited about a character that's coming along.
It's kind of like the new end credit scene phenomenon. Right? Like, I think both comic book, the big two, Marvel and DC, are going to capitalize on this trend. And it's going to be the new, like, end credit thing.
Now, here's a crazy thought. DC has been hyping up that they were going to do this with Flashpoint for a minute.
For a minute. Yeah, even before we knew about Spidey.
So, did Spider-Man kind of just beat him to the punch?
Marvel always beats him to the punch. I'm sorry.
DC, I love you. I love your books. I'm a huge Green Lantern fan, but I think you need to scrap everything. Start from scratch. Hire James Gunn. Just redo this. Just rethink this whole thing.
Well, let's see what happens with The Flash and how they're going to explain, like, doing away with the Snyderverse and see what happens.
Boo Snyderverse. But here's my opinion. That Marvel started this out of nowhere. We had no clue that all these movies could connect.
Right.
When Iron Man dropped, no one thought it was going to lead to a bigger thing until the end credits.
Well, here's where I'll disagree. Those of us who grew up reading comic books always felt that that's how they should be represented in the cinema.
But that's not how they were.
They weren't. No.
They're standalone movies.
Right.
I'm saying you watched it, you liked it, but you didn't expect Wesley Snipes to show up with Robert Downey Jr.
Right.
So when they did it, it blew up. And then everybody else tried to rush do it.
Right.
Remember Tom Cruise, who's also supposed to show up in the Multiverse of Madness as Iron Man? But remember when he showed up in the new Mummy?
Yeah.
That's what started a whole nother monsterverse. It didn't work out. Because when you rush it, it doesn't work. Now, DC Animated Universe
as dope.
It beats anything Marvel animated hands down.
Oh yeah, big time.
But they took their time. They made different movies. And all of a sudden when they all started connecting, you were like, oh my God, I seen that. Oh man, I didn't know. And then when they did Flashpoint, or when they did I'm saying, if you have not seen DC Justice League Dark Apocalypse, go watch it today. That to me, man, that's the way. But I don't think the movie is going to touch that cartoon movie.
Well, I will say that I am excited for the Batman, and maybe that'll be kind of like the new direction that DC takes based on the success of that film.
I don't think Ben Affleck got a shot.
No, I think he's out after
He is,
Flash.
But he was good to me.
Yeah.
I don't think he got a fair shot.
He never did.
They hated on him from the beginning, but they going to throw in Twilight, and we're supposed to get hype?
Well, it looks good.
One thing I have for Batman, I'm saying, I used to be, when they pick people I used to hate. Batman movies have known to been good to me. You know, when, what's his name? You did all the ones before Affleck.
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale. When they picked his Catwoman, I was like, man, this is gonna be garbage. She sings, she's all hype and prissy.
Mm-hmm.
She killed Catwoman.
She did.
So it made me stop. Mm-hmm. When I heard Ben Affleck, I was like, come on, this is Ben Affleck. He's a Kevin Smith dude, all right? But he did a good job to me. People hate on him, but I thought he was a solid Batman.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So I'm saying, we just have to wait and see and saying how all this stuff connects.
Yeah.
Saying so that's the show for this week. You know what I'm saying? You know how we do. We like to run our mouth. I throw out random knowledge. This beautiful brain of mine is full of comic book news. So hit the comments, ask me any question, and I bet you I probably know it or know something about it. And Rich forgot it. Saying, it's your boy Kool-Aid. This is the homie Rich. Saying, Matt Flavor player.
Be good, everybody.